Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. So let's see what else we can make with these, huh? I'm making these videos all on the same day, so it's going to appear as though I have the same clothes on because I do, but it's also sorry, because it's the same day. Sorry, I'm a little bit I don't know, what, discombobulated, I guess. All right, let's see. I want to make a necklace and bracelet set. I decided I'm not going to use the leather because I don't want to do. I just don't feel like it. I'm not the best at the leather thing. So, oh, here's another one. Oh, here's a couple more. Maybe I'll make little danglies with these starfish. So here's my choice. I can make 2 dangles for a necklace with these and have this in the center. Or I can make a pair of earrings. I think I'll do earrings. Alrighty, let me see. So I'm trying to use all the beads pretty well, not all of them, but incorporate all of them, I should say. Right? So maybe we'll put you in the center. And oops, dropping them all over the place. Hey, get back here. Let's see what we can do here. I guess I could have done a leather wrap, but just not into it really. And like I said, I'm not the best anyway, so. Or leather. Maybe not so much leather wrap, but leather bracelet. Oh, wait a minute, back up a minute. So, we're on you. two of you. There we go. And we'll do that. It's going to be too long. But they're not on there. They're not standing the way they would be, so it might not be too bad. Oops. And then you on the end. You know what? I think I just might keep going and make the necklace. And then make the bracelet the exact same way. So, I'll need 8 of these for the bracelet. So let me put them on the side. And then 5 of these. Okay. And then we'll need 10 of you guys. And 2, 4, 6, 8 of you guys. Plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Sorry for shaking you. Okay. That way I have that for the bracelet, so I can just proceed forward with the necklace. And hopefully I'll have enough product to do that. The other thing you could do, you could make, well, like the leather's not going to fit through these holes. But what you could do, we'll see. I was going to say what you could do is string these and then put the leather up here, but I don't know. So I'm just alternating the patterns in between the these guys. The Jasper. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, can't use those. Oh, back down you go. Alright. So, I'm not going to have enough of those, but I want them in the bracelet because I want them to match. So, and really, for the most part, that's probably all you're going to see anyway. So now, I'll probably just get some seed beads and go up with it. for you on. And you. And then I'll do the seed beads. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could put your, I'm going to use this clasp for the bracelet because you'll be able to see it. So you could hang these somewhere along the way, the seahorses, or you could use them for earrings, which I might use them for earrings as well. Because that way you have two pairs of earrings to change out if you want. I'm not going to use this piece. If you wanted to, you could use this piece as the center. This, my skin is very sensitive when it comes to metals, so that's why I'm not using it. You'll notice that I hardly ever use metal. Like I do sometimes, but I try to stick to bead caps where they're not going to touch my skin because my skin is very sensitive. So, okay, now what? Sorry, I needed a sip of tea. I don't know where my tiger tail disappeared to. I fell behind. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So if you wanted to also, sorry, you could incorporate these somewhere along the way. But like I said, my skin is weird, so I'm just going to use one of these because I have them. Use whatever you have for a clasp. I can't use lobster clasps. My hands just don't work. So, yeah. And it's really not going to matter what color seed bead you use because you're not going to see it. So I think I'm just going to use I have cream, what are these? Cream luster. Just going to use them for the top part of the necklace. Now you tell me how cat hair got in here. I can pretty much figure that out. Okay, so my longtime subscriber Patricia asked, how do you know what size crimp tube to use? So on the Beadalon, it tells you what size crimp tube or crimp bead to use. This is 7-strand, so you might want to use something a little heavier like a 15-strand, but I don't know, I can't find mine. So I'm just going to use this. You could use beading thread as well. So now the Soft Flex one says what you should use it for. This is fine. So soft material, seed beads, and freshwater pearls. And then the other one I have says gemstones on it, but I can't find it. It just went MIA. I'm sure I'll find it eventually, but can't seem to find it right now. So I'm going to use this one and be happy with it. I have no idea where it went. Isn't that amazing? I don't think I wrote it in the other room, but that's possible. I don't know. I don't feel like looking. I'll find it. I'm using this for today. Ooh, So I'm going to pull off about, I want my necklace to be, I think, like 18 inches. So I'm going to pull off about 22 inches just to be on the safe side, because I really don't know if these measurements are accurate or not. Okay. So I only have the one crimp bead. I don't have a whole bunch of different ones. And it works, so. Like I said, you could use thread. You don't have to use beading wire. But if you're going to use beading wire, the first thing you want to do is put your crimp bead on. Send it flying across your table somewhere. No, not really. Do as I say, not as I do. You could also use bronze seed beads. That would work as well. Let me take them out and I'll show you. They just give it a different look, that's all. So, me personally, I'm going to go with the cream. Now, can you please? Thank you. Don't fly across the room again. So you could use any clasp you like. I'm just using this because it's easier for me. A lot of times you'll see me use a button for a bracelet. But because I really do like the clasp, I want it to be seen, so. And actually I should be using like a plain. Doesn't really matter, but it would be smarter of me to use a plain toggle. So you have two sides of your crimp tool. You have this top part is both rounded, and then you have this part, which the one part has teeth in it. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can show you that way. See, the one side has teeth in it. There you go. So the first thing you do is you put your crimp bead in the rounded part, and the one with the teeth, you make sure your wire's lined up, and you squeeze. So that will give you that. Then you take the round part and squeeze that together. Now you could cover that with a crimp cover if you have them, or you can leave it like that. It's up to you. Now a lot of people cut this off right at the crimp bead. I don't, because I feel that if it happens to start slipping, you can feel it. You can feel it slipping off, and you'll be able to catch. I'm trying to get a necklace that I want want it to be the same size. Well, it could be a little longer. So you can do like this one, and only do a portion of it beaded like that. I'm going to make this a little bit longer than that one. sorry, distractions. Oh, so I leave this on because, like I said, I feel that you can, you'll feel it slipping off. So I'm just going to load these onto my wire and put my other end on. I'll bring you back to show you how to do the other end. And I'll be back in a bit. So maybe I should explain that a little bit better. So I'm just alternating the pattern, and I'm going to consider this one unit and this one unit. Okay. And then I'm placing a sea sediment jasper in between the units. Maybe that's a little bit better at explaining it. I'll be back. I'm sorry. I'm about a little bit past halfway done. Okay. I'm back. So to put the other end of the toggle on, you put your crimp bead on. I used 20/80 seed beads on each side. And I know I'm wasting tiger tail, but it is what it is. So then you put your other end of your toggle on. You go around your toggle loop and in through your crimp bead. And I usually go down about 5 beads just to make sure that, like I said, if I can feel it slipping, if it slips, and I could catch it before I have beads all over the floor. Anyway, that's how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. You can cut it off if you like. So I'm going to pull it down, make sure all my beads are in there nicely. And I like this length. It's a little bit above my... I always wear a rose quartz. So it's about an inch, maybe 2 above that, so I can layer it. I try to make my necklaces so I can layer them. So then leave about, I don't even think that's 1/4 of an inch space there. Just enough for your toggle to move around. And close that. And close that. Now if you wanted to use crimp covers, you could. You're not going to see it, so I'm not going to bother. And then cut, leave a little teeny tiny bit extra, because then you could pop that into the next bead, which, oh, here it is. You just pull it and it goes right into the bead. So there's the necklace. I will be back when I get the bracelet made. I'm not going to make 2 different videos for it because, I mean, I could, but why? So it is, let me measure it here on my measuring tape. It is 19.5 inches long. So if you wanted it longer, you could add another 2 sections, or however you, whatever you want to be your middle. Like for me, the cream is the middle bead. But if you wanted the wood, the coconut wood to be your middle, then you just shift it a little bit. Like that. And then cut that off. No. You know what I'm trying to say, right? You'd cut part of it off. It's, you know, it's not going to hurt anybody to change anything. I'm just sharing my design. Okay, so I'll be back when I get the bracelet made. I'm going to cut off about 9 inches of tiger tail to use. I'll be back. Well, I wasn't going to bother, but I decided I probably should. So what I'm doing now is I'm just lining it up the way I want my beads to go, which is the exact same pattern as I used on the necklace, but I want to make sure I have enough beads for the length that I need. I'm going to go about 7.5 inches because... No, not really. I think it might be too long if I do 7.5 inches. You have to leave a little bit of room for your beads, the thickness of your beads. And your toggle is about 1 inch. So, like 3/4 of an inch. So, you want to keep that in mind as well. And before you secure it, I suggest always to check it. Make sure it fits before you put your clasp on. I'm going to try that. I'll be back. Okay, so that's a tad too long for me. I don't like them hanging on my hands. So, I think what I'm going to do is take that last set of beads off. And then just add a couple cream seed beads on each side. Only because, well, I need it for one, I need the room so my toggle can get in. But also, I don't, like I said, I don't like it hanging on my hands. So, I'll see how that works and I'll be back. Yes, much better. So, what I do to measure it is I make sure my beads are on there snug. And then, so my toggle will end up right about where I want it, like halfway. And then that's just right for me. I don't like it too tight and I don't like it too loose. So, I'm just going to put my toggle on, my crimp bead on, my toggle bar, go through my crimp bead and these other beads that are on there. And a couple in there. I don't know, looks like maybe it won't go through. No, it did on the other end. Giving me a hard time. Here's where tweezers come in handy. Okay. I want to keep that end loose. The other end I made a little too tight. I want this to be able to move. You want your toggles to be able to move because that's how they function. Okay. That's a little looser than I like it, but that's okay. I'm not going to see that much of it. Of the wire. Okay. So it's a little fiddly at first. Once you get it on. So you need room. You need enough space to bend your toggle bar. There you go. Finished. So that's how I like it. I like it a little shorter than that, which would have been maybe 1 seed bead less on each side. But you really do need room for your toggle. So, that being said, let me show you the complete set. And then I think I'm going to make another bracelet. And I'll bring you back when the earrings are done as well. So yes, these do not match, but that's okay because you're not going to see that. So if you have a plain one, like I said, you'd be better off with the plain one, but that's what I had handy. So that's what I used. So there you go. A necklace and bracelet set. I'll be back. I'm going to upload these videos one a day. So I'll be back tomorrow. When you see this, it'll probably be Thursday. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.